Cheers. That's
Welcome
refreshing.
to episode
3.
For those of you seeing us on YouTube, if you've noticed, we have a new setup. We're trying to really embrace the Medianoche vibes.
Yeah.
We're recording at night.
So if you're watching us on the podcast, we do highly recommend that you go and you follow us, Noche Miami, on YouTube, so you can see our like cute little decor.
We made like a collage wall, which we'll be
Yeah.
posting the picture of how we made it. We did like a time
Yeah.
lapse of it. It was fun.
It's like composed of like gifts and souvenirs that like Juliette's gotten over the past couple of years, and
Like
this is-
music, music related, moon stuff,
yeah, we have the
And
Beatles,
the
the
big-
Earth's Moon,
Pink Floyd, Rolling Stones.
Varadero. So we're 299 kilometers away from Varadero.
Varadero, Cuba, for those who
Yes.
don't know. It's the most beautiful beach. But yeah, fun
Yeah,
fact.
it is.
That little sign there says we're 299 kilometers.
Yeah, it actually is one of the most beautiful beaches in Cuba. So if you guys do get to go to Cuba, make sure you visit Varadero Beach. So this episode's a little bit different for us because this wasn't what we were gonna release today. We were gonna release another episode about Hialeah and our culture.
Yeah, for those who follow us on Instagram, we had posted this picture saying, a sneak peek of what our next episode was going to be about, and it was going to be about our culture, our hometown Hialeah, but we were given the opportunity to include this really cool brand into the episode, so we decided to push it back so that we can include that, and we just
This is a little bit of a free episode.
just an impromptu
We kind of
episode.
discuss a little bit of what we want to talk to you guys about. So it's a little bit of an update on our life and like what we've been up to these past couple of days. Some of our struggles, but we'll get into that later. The next thing I want to tell you guys is we did get our first merch or product to review as a Noche Miami brand.
Yes,
So we were
we're so
super
excited.
excited. The company is called Farmaleaf. The website is myfarmaleaf.com for those that want to check it out. And this is the product to those that are watching on YouTube. If you're watching if you're listening on the podcast, make sure you visit our YouTube, like we said, so you guys can see it. This is a little bottle. This is a tincture CBD bottle, so it doesn't include any THC. It's 100% CBD.
Yeah, for those who don't know what CBD is at all,
Yeah.
it's the cannabis plant is composed of two different chemicals. One is CBD and one is THC. THC is the one that gives you that high effect. So CBD is completely legal in Florida, and
Yeah, I mean it's like nationwide.
it's legal everywhere. And
It's like the hemp extract of it. So to tell you guys a little bit about this is called a tincture. I had really never heard about these before because I was always used to having the CBD gummies, which are really good, and they help like with anxiety and like just overall like pain. And this was actually to me a little bit better of like a more concentrated extract, I want to say. So I do recommend this. So I wrote some stuff down so I wouldn't forget. So some of the things that it does do, which it's been proven to do, is that it eases pain, relieves anxiety, and it can help with depression levels, inflammation, autoimmunity, and diseases such as arthritis. And personally, from my experience, I do get a lot of anxiety. So this has been like, I've used it maybe like 3 times or so, 4. And it really has helped me so much with my anxiety. Like, it makes you feel so chill and so relaxed. So definitely, if you're having a stressful day, 100% recommend. So I know we talk about our shirts in every episode.
Yes.
So we wanted to get into that a little bit.
So today I am wearing a Tame Impala shirt that I got when I last saw them in Houston. I've seen them twice already. Once, my first time at Red Rocks, which is one of my favorite music venues. It's in Colorado. So I saw them there, and then this shirt I got it when I saw them in Houston. It was a great show, and they actually just came out with an album on Valentine's Day, which I bought on vinyl.
Go.
I bought it on vinyl at Amoeba Records.
To those that are listening, we're showing it.
We're showing the vinyl.
The vinyl.
I got it in Amoeba Records in Los Angeles. It's like my favorite record store. So for those looking, this is the new album. It's beautiful. It's called The Slow Rush. The album comes in blue, one of the records. This is a 2-record LP. And then the next one is in red. So nice, and such a good album. For those who don't know, Tame Impala is basically this guy, Kevin Parker, and he is a one
one man band show.
Even though when he plays or performs live, it's a full band. But as the album says, all music was written, performed, produced, and mixed by Kevin Parker. The man is a genius. Do recommend you checking it out. I bought this, as I said, while I was in LA, and I was actually just driving, and I looked up, and I'm like, what is in the sky? And I saw like there was a plane. No, it wasn't even a plane. I didn't know what it was. It was magically just riding in the sky, the slow rush. And I'm like, oh shit, this is the new Tame Impala album. And I looked into it, and it's something called Sky Ads. I don't know.
The picture, they can see it.
Oh yeah, I posted a picture on Moonset. You can follow Moonset Music on Instagram. I'll also tag it in the show notes. But I posted a picture. It's so cool.
We felt like it was forever since we recorded.
But it hasn't even been that long.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were both on vacation.
We were both on vacation. So I was in LA she was there all throughout Valentine's Day. And then for my Valentine's Day, I went for my first time ever on a cruise.
Fun.
So it was really, really, really fun. I told Juliette I wanted to go like all out, and I wanted to be the typical cruise mommy.
I was like, when I got girl, be extra.
Yeah, on the cruise.
Do it all.
I don't wear I don't wear hats. I just don't wear hats. And like I put on a hat, I put on these glasses, this little like red leotard, little flowy skirt, my little cute wedges. Attire. I was like totally cruise. Like you should have seen me. I recorded this little cute video going to like the gangway. I'm like, just record me. I told him, just record me, like as I'm walking through here. But it was like so much fun. I didn't expect myself to have as much fun as I did. I got a balcony room, so it was pretty nice to have as my first experience on a cruise.
For sure.
So they were super cute. They left me like a wine bottle with like, you know, 2 little like glasses of wine. I mean, it was Valentine's Day, so I'm pretty sure it's not for a lot of people. So I was super, super cute with like a cute little letter that said, here, Nelly, here's a gift for you. Love, Royal Caribbean.
So nice.
So it was really nice. The room was like amazing. Honestly, the room was so big. It was so spacious. I had like so much space to do everything. And the bathroom was a lot bigger than I thought a cabin bathroom would be. Like that was like totally, totally crazy. And the Bahamas were nice. I went to the Coco Cay Island. That just opened. Yeah, it just got remodeled. Everything got remodeled and reopened. The weather wasn't too good. So I'm not very happy about that.
This is actually the nicest weather for cruises because it's not too hot, but at the same time it's like hit or miss with the rain and the cloudy.
Can't control the weather, Jackie. So yeah, the weather wasn't great, but I still like made the most of it. There was like they have like a pool with like a bar inside, like, you know, like if we go to like Dominican Republic, it was like totally like that. Yeah, super, super cool. And they had like a floating bar in the middle of the ocean, and like if you didn't want to get wet, like they take you in a little kayak all the way to the little bar in the middle of the ocean, so you didn't have to get wet. So our vacation was fun. You did a bunch of other stuff in LA.
I actually went to a concert in LA. I usually, when I go to LA, I go to DJ sets and club parties. But this time, I went to see Aventura. For those who don't know Aventura, they are a bachata band group. Yeah, we'll add it to our
very
playlist.
lovey-dovey, very like, you know,
I mean, it was perfect
romantic,
for Valentine's Day, and I've been a fan since I was younger and had never seen them live, so I was excited. And I was disappointed with the venue. It's the Forum in LA. I think it's in, if I'm not mistaken, Inglewood. It's pretty far from like, you know.
That's funny. There's a place in New York called Inglewood.
Really?
That's where I stayed in last time I went to New York in Inglewood. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was there, and it was, you know, LA's full of traffic. It was like a whole traffic-filled car ride away, and the venue was so small in comparison. Here, they played 2 nights in Miami in the American Airlines Arena. They had to play 4 nights in the Forum to accommodate all the people because it's such a small venue, and I didn't understand that. Their production level was not amazing because you know, you can't compare with the productions that we've seen, you know, all festivals and electronic music acts, bands, Tame Impala. You just can't compare with a Hispanic bachata group, but it was still a lot of fun. There was a couple that got proposed.
I saw videos of that.
He proposed to her on stage. Other than that, exciting things. I went to the Hidden Swing.
Oh my god, yes!
Which I posted on Instagram. It was so much fun. It was like a small little hike up this mountain in Echo Park. It's like a little mountain. I wouldn't even call it a mountain, but it was very steep. There was no actual like trail to go up there. I was just kind of like slip and sliding
Free falling.
through rocks and dirt, and I was not wearing the right shoes. I was with my friends holding on. I was like, I'm the clumsiest person ever. So I was like, I'm about to fall off this mountain, but we made it to the top. We swung on the swing. When I saw it, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and take a picture. I'm not gonna swing because I'm like literally swinging over the city. But once I sat there, I just felt so freeing, and like it does feel like you're kind of flying because you look down when you're swinging and there's nothing under you but the whole city. So it was amazing. I would recommend it. I'll probably link the name of the park in the show notes. And after, another exciting thing I did was Malibu. I just love Malibu. We went to eat, have brunch with one of my friends from San Francisco, Sammy.
Oh my God, Sammy.
I went with Sammy. I hadn't seen her in
Shout out to Sammy if you're listening.
We love you.
Yes.
We hadn't seen each other in a while, so we got to do brunch at the pier in Malibu. It was beautiful. The ocean there is just so like calm and blue. Love Malibu, really do. LA was fun.
Yeah, I've been to LA. I mean, I went to LA once, and it was like for our friend Evelyn's birthday.
Yeah, we went in like a big group. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. I mean, Juliette loves to find like random events and like random people playing and just like whatever we can get ourselves into.
When I'm gonna travel, I always like, pro tip, at least for me and my interest, I always look for shows. I look for a live show, a DJ set, a record store, and a thrift store. Those are like, that's the kind of tourism that I do. Well, food too, but those are, I know other people will always look for good restaurants because it's always at the top of their list. But nobody
I think
looks
we're
for
more
those
about
things.
like finding like the small little place that we can just eat at.
I just want to feel like a local and go to these. Yeah.
So well, this is 2016. Well, we did go to Sound, which is supposed to have the best sound system in like the US, isn't it? Something like that.
Something like that.
And we saw Treasure Fingers playing, and then we saw Destructo.
We'll add Treasure Finger songs.
Yes, we'll add Treasure Finger songs, and we went to go see Destructo. Which was super cool because maybe like more venues should kind of be like that. It was at an old opera.
It was Avalon,
at the Avalon, which is like an old like a theater. So it was literally like if you were watching like a theater show. It was so cool. We were like in the second floor seating up top.
It was a Ship Fam pre-party, and back when Holy Ship was Holy Ship. Now it's Friendship. I'm Ship Fam, so definitely on the Friendship Fam, not Holy Ship anymore. But yeah, we were at that pre-party. So much fun. Yeah. But the only downside of LA and its fun parties, it's
curfew
at
2 a.m.
We don't get that. We're from Miami.
Yeah, like the party starts at 2 a.m.
We have 24/7. We can go partying out whenever.
So it was an Airbnb. Yeah, it was like an Airbnb mansion in Hollywood Hills. So that really is what people do in LA after you really like do go to parties in LA. And
after the party is the after party.
Yeah, literally. So we ended up in like this like mansion Airbnb, and there was just like people playing, and like obviously it was like other people that were DJs there, and like with Juliette it was me, you, Miguel, Evelyn, and was Giselle there?
And Giselle, yeah.
Okay, her sister Giselle. And like whatever the music is popping, and like people are DJing, everybody's having drinks, and all of a sudden we just hear like this bang on the door, and we're like, okay, whatever, somebody else is at the door, blah blah. And the door opens, and it's like Skrillex and Miha walking in, and I'm like, oh my god.
Like, I was like, oh
yeah, like LA. The fangirl in me, like I turned around to my boyfriend, I'm like, oh my god, like am I in the same place?
I was like smiling and Nelly, that's
Skrillex. Like, oh my god. And at the time Miha wasn't that popular yet. Like she was just like coming up. She had just gotten signed to her label, so like she wasn't a big deal, but like she was coming up, and like now Miha is Miha, and I'm like, oh my god, like I saw you like when you were like just starting, and Skrillex was already like a huge name, but like they walked and like, let's get drinks, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, we're there. Oh, like, wow. So cool. Totally like big in fan, your fangirl. For like I actually sneaked in, and I think that was already before that. I sneaked in backstage at the Osla block party to meet Skrillex, and I mean there was other people playing, but the last person I stayed for, I like convinced the security. I'm like, please, like you don't understand, like I need to see this person.
Actually, the first time I saw Skrillex, I think it was 2010. He was just starting off, you know, with dubstep, and it was a $20 ticket at Revolution Live in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh my god.
$20, and it was a full house, and it was like, you know, I was young back in those dubstep days that everyone was just like into the music.
Headbangers.
And he was like, everyone get on stage, and everyone was on stage, and I was like, he was DJing, he was right in front of me. I was like right in front of the. It was such an experience.
Man. Those are good days.
Times when we were young. We had
I
all
was
that
like when
energy.
electronic music had just started, like that. I mean, electronic music has been around for a
It
while,
was like
but like that
bass,
dubstep bass that, like, you know, like
that we had the energy for. Now we don't. We used to go to Ultra and stand by the dubstep when they had a dubstep stage.
Or like this, you remember the speakers in Grand Central?
That used to be my thing,
my God,
which is
go to, like,
horrible
the speakers,
for my ears.
ears.
But me and my sister used to have this thing where we would go out to shows when it was just us or in a group, and and we'd be like, let's just stand in front of the speakers and just like dance to the bass. Horrible
like,
for our
ears, but totally a great idea, it seemed at the time.
Yeah, at the time, yeah.
So
I'll let you know if my ears pay for it in the long run.
And I'm pretty sure. I mean, I already feel a little dust. Sometimes like people tell me stuff and like they have to repeat it. And I'm like, that's ¿Qué? I totally think that's all dust. Like the music has made me, but great experience in LA. So here's some more parties in LA. This weekend was pretty interesting from the both of us. Juliette got a little surprise this weekend.
So my boyfriend recently moved to LA, so since I work freelance, I've been able to travel back and forth, and we've, you know, made everything work. So this weekend, he just, from one night to the, he's like, hey, going to Miami tomorrow. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he luckily got to work on a project that he had to travel to Miami for. So I was able to hang out with him this weekend. It was lots of fun, and on Saturday, I was able to DJ at the Townhouse Hotel in South Beach. They have a really nice rooftop. I recommend it if you want to see the sunset or just like good vibes. And the night before, I actually did like a whole little hop around nice spots in Miami. I started at Sugarcane in Midtown, had dinner there. Then we hopped over to Lagniappe, and Lagniappe was so good, but it was so cold. Being outside in Lagniappe. Lagniappe is a really nice little spot, very cute. Yeah. And then we did Corner / Floyd, and then after that, you know,
she went home and my party started.
I went home and then
my party started. Yeah. You know, we went to I went to Space, you know, very typical of a, you know, us, Noche Space.
Yeah.
So I've been talking about the show for like a very, very long time. So I actually found out about this DJ in EDC when I went to EDC this past year. Like there was gonna be a surprise like DJ in the art cart, and I'm like, oh my god, who's gonna be the surprise DJ in the art cart? I was like already so tired, and it was so cold, and it had been raining that day in EDC. And I'm like, I just want to go home already, like bye. And I'm walking in, and like my boyfriend's like, no, oh my god, who's gonna play at the art cart? And I just hear like this like acid, like house, voodoo and Toronto type music, and I'm like, oh my god, who is this person? And of his shirt or his logo, he had his logo on his shirt, and it's like a super cool smiley face that's literally an I and an O for the eyeballs, and then a smiley face. Kind of looks like the Nirvana sign, but with an I and an O. So his name is I_O official. So you guys can add him on Instagram. But yeah, I've been saying I want to go to the show for like super, super, super long time, and it finally came. Amazing show. It's like he's a DJ that like he does play like acid house and everything, but he does mix like a little bit of everything else. So at the same time, he was playing like Above and Beyond, and he was playing like rap, and then he would just switch it around, and like freaking amazing set.
Actually, now that you say that, one of the rounds that I made on Friday is the Sylvester bar. That used to be where Bardot was, then it turned into Boombox, and now it's Sylvester bar. It's one of my favorite spots right now in Miami. And now that you said that he was playing like different genres, I love when DJs do that. There was a girl DJ playing there, and she was playing MGMT.
Oh my god.
And all of a sudden, I'm with my friends, and I'm like, no, she's not gonna. Wait, that sounds like Bad Bunny. They're like, nah, that's not Bad Bunny. I'm like, that's Bad Bunny. And it's like, she's mixing it in, and it's
I believe
so,
me,
and then you hear like Bad Bunny. I'm like, oh my god. She just went from MGMT to Bad Bunny, and I tweeted about it. We'll probably share this tweet so you guys can see it, but it's I feel like it's the most Miami thing ever to go from MGMT to Bad Bunny.
But that was pretty cool. This guy was I.O. was gonna play he was supposed to play at Tampa the following day. This was like his tour, and he was his terrorist debut at Space, And he was like tweeting the whole time about how great space is, which like takes us back to our episode on why that space was so magical and why we did this whole episode on space. So he played from like 4:30 a.m. I want to say to like noon. Got on a plane, went to Tampa, started his set at Tampa at 1 a.m. At 3:30 a.m. finished his set, and he got on an Uber back to Miami, back to space, because he said that like the service that he received at space was like basically amazing, the best service he's ever received. They gave him coconut water and like a little actual coconut,
and he wanted
his
to see
drinks,
Dixon.
and then Dixon was playing the next day. So he called an Uber, and the Uber like put the seats down. The Uber made him a little bed in the back so that he can come back and like to Miami. So his like ass came back all the way from Tampa to Miami, just because like he space like felt, so and that was his first time ever at space. So that just goes to show like a DJ that like is a world tour person who like plays all around Europe and all around like the United States, all around everywhere really, and he like came back to space. It's like, wow, this is the best service I've like ever received. And like the best crowd, the best everything. I mean,
space is such a Miami gem now.
I mean, it stayed for so long. Space has seen like everybody like close down, and it said I'm still here under the same name. Like I am Space Miami, and I am not going anywhere. This next weekend's gonna be pretty fun for us.
Yes, we are going to a perreo party. For those who don't know about the perreo party here in Miami, it's a reggaeton dance party. And it's by Out of Service Miami. They're the ones who produce the event, and they're celebrating their Terrible Twos.
It's their second year.
So we'll be there on Saturday.
So Charted to Wit is gonna be playing at Space after.
So who knows?
We might go.
Follow us on social media. And maybe
see where we end up, but for sure we'll be at Perreo. So if you find us, like, come on. And I had told you I was super excited about this. When I went to Space, I met up with like a group of friends, and like I got there and they were like, oh, tremenda pestagrajo in space,
quoting
and
us.
I was like, oh my god, like quoting our podcast. And it was like, I mean, I only really knew like 2 people from the group. I didn't know the rest of you, if you guys are listening.
But the real question is, was there pestagrajo?
There was not pestagrajo.
So was I la única infeliz en Miami? Me and Evelyn that had to experience the pestagrajo de Space?
I really, really do think so. There was no pestagrajo.
I took one for the team. I sacrificed really did.
It. But there was no bubbles, at least not yet.
Maybe I had to suffer. So
there was air, but no bubbles.
No bubbles?
Yes, but there was fan clacking. There was some fan clacking.
So our next little segment. It's called Spanglish Struggles.
Yes.
And I've especially noticed that, you know, my Cuban ways of talking are not always the best. Mostly because my boyfriend is Peruvian, Argentinian, and se pasa la vida correcting me and telling me things that I say wrong, which at first I'm like, what the fuck, leave me out. I always am like, I'm Cuban. He always makes fun of me. I'm like, leave me alone, this is how I talk. And but I appreciate it at the end of the day, because you know we
butcher Spanish.
We need to speak proper.
we really do butcher Spanish. So this is a funny conversation, because my boyfriend told me something about this weekend. So it's funny that Juliette today was like, oh my god, I guess you guys saw the same meme, I'm not sure. But Cubans like make up their own words a lot of times.
This one is, I think, just Hispanic.
I mean, Hispanic, it's been adopted by everybody. But I'm pretty sure you guys have heard the term bistec.
It's pronounced bistec, but
but it's spelled bistec. And we use it to identify steak, and that is not correct. So bistec or bistec originated from Hispanics hearing the term beef steak. Beef steak got turned into bistec, which is, I guess, abbreviated in slang like Urban Dictionary as bistec. But no, that is it
is just Hispanics like to drop like
everything.
Like they like to say it as easy as possible. Like beef steak, no, bistec.
Bistec.
So for the next one, if you can see me on the video, I am lighting up a scent stick or incense. And recently I was at the dollar store because I like to buy the violet incense, and I usually find them at the dollar store. It smells good.
Like the baby violet.
And I was talking on the phone with my boyfriend, and he was asking what I was doing, and I'm like, estoy comprando incenso en el dólar. And he's like, ¿qué? I'm like, incenso. He's like, no, incienso. I'm like, no, you're wrong. It's incienso. Like, I know what this is called. My mom loves these. My dad is asthmatic, so we've never been able to use them. It was like illegal in my household. It was like contraband. I knew what this was called. And he's like, no, it's cien, like 100 cien, so. Incienso. And I still, till this day, I can't, it's too far off. I can't correct myself anymore. Now it's just incenso.
The next word, Julia had never heard this one, but like I've heard my parents and his friends use it, and it's troca, which is montate en la troca, which means like get in the truck. Which the proper term would be camioneta, like montate en la camioneta, which is used too, but troca is like truck to me.
I've
like,
heard it before, but I've never used it.
like
Troca.
montate en la troca, dale, ahí está la troca, ahí la troca, montate en la troca.
So the next
Fun
one, I
fact.
actually just informed Nelly today. She was today years old when she found out that frigidaire, which is refrigerator in Spanish, is just the brand Frigidaire. Frigidaire is Frigidaire. I hope I'm blowing someone's mind out there because
Like-
I just found out a few years ago. But the proper term is refrigerador, which is
Way too long.
So I still rather say frigidaire.
Yeah, so frigidaire se va a quedar
Used in a
because-
sentence, mi frigidaire está roto hoy, which is true. It is broken.
Oh my god, it is broken. Then the next term, which this one like just got to me because like I just don't get this one. It's mapear. Like my mom was always like, coge trapo y ponte a mapear. So Cubans use this like stick tea.
It's like a tea
It's like a
stick,
tea stick thing with like una like conchita ahí,
like a
a
towel, absorbent towel.
Yeah, it's like, and it's like this sort of like, it's the orange ones. Like if you guys see, it's like these orange towels.
It's that a los cubanos le gusta pasar trabajo.
Yeah.
So instead of, I mean, but I think it does clean better.
It does clean
Instead
better.
of getting the mop that already comes with
yeah,
the
like
mop,
the little thing, and
you cut a
that's some,
circle
you know,
in
in
this towel
this big like
and
cloth.
put it on the
Yeah.
tea stick.
Yeah. And then like
And
I know
then-
it doesn't come off. And then
Then
go, and then like after you clean, like you have to take it out, stay in las manos, like squeeze it.
but it feels
Yeah,
clean,
like
you're
clean.
cleaning for real.
Fabuloso.
So,
Mr.
yeah.
Fabuloso.
Mapear.
And mapear is not the proper term. The right way to see clean the floor is fregona. So a mop is called a fregona. So when you're saying clean the floor, you're saying vas a fregar el piso. And
That-
fregar to us is wash the dishes.
dishes. That makes no sense to me. I've never heard fregona, fregar el piso.
Fregona is like, eres una
That sounds like,
fregona.
yeah, an
Vete a
insult.
fregar.
Vete a fregar, fregona. So the next one is lonche. That is not a word. Lonche is just lunch and then adding a to it so it can sound Spanish. Lonche. But this one, growing up, my mom's like, ¿qué comiste para el lonche? Even though she says, tienes que almorzar, vas a almorzar, because
Yeah.
the proper term is almuerzo instead of lonche. But she would say, ¿el lonche cómo te fue hoy? ¿El
El
lonche que
lonche.
comiste?
The next word is like I mean, Juliette uses it appropriately. I do not use it appropriately. My mom, when I was little, always used the word repellar as like, I guess something derogatory, like, mira la guaricandía por allá repellándose con todo el mundo. And like, repellar is like to like plaster something, like,
So yeah, so for what I noticed, like if there's a hole in the wall or something, an imperfection in the wall, you're gonna patch it up. So you're gonna repellarlo with coquí, which that makes sense with Nelly's term because
Yeah.
with,
repellándose, you know, like,
People are like-
something, it's like rubbing, like, you know, like, don't rub up on me, like, no me rebellen.
like if you're at a club and some nasty
Yeah.
old man or
It's like-
a nasty man
yeah.
comes and tries to grind,
Yeah.
maybe that's what it is.
Oh my
like
god, grind, like, ya,
Repellar.
no me repeles más.
The next one is Jeepy.
Yeepy.
A Jeepy. Like no matter what brand the SUV
Yeah.
is, we
Es
will
un
call it
Jeepy.
un Jeepy, not a Jeep. I mean, it could be a Jeep, could be a Suzuki. It's still
Yeah,
a Jeepy.
Es un yeepy.
Es un Jeepy.
That's
and
like, why are we like this?
The funny part of this is we don't know the proper term for this. We
Yeah.
don't. So if you know, leave it in the
what, like an
comments.
SUV, which is like a sports utility vehicle. What is that
in Spanish. So if you know, please text us.
Yeah.
Please.
we are
305 306
dying
3192.
to know. Okay, so the next one kind of like caught me off guard because I was expecting this one to be wrong when I spoke to Juliette about it. No, that has to be wrong. Like, there's no way this is a real
Yeah,
word.
we like searched it because we were almost
no, I was
positive that it's
like,
not a real word.
convinced. So the word disparate, which is like an obscenity, like when somebody says something stupid, something just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, something that doesn't make sense. Like
it's
dijiste un
incoherent, like it's
disparate.
just dumb. So you say dijiste un disparate, but like to me that was like slang. Like that's a real word, the word disparate. And yes, you guys, to my surprise and to Juliette's surprise, disparate is a real word. So next time somebody like tells you something that just doesn't make any sense, acabas de decir
tremendo disparate. The next one, we also do not know the real term for this one. So if you know, please let us know somehow.
Yeah.
Comment us or something. Sandwich.
Like
sandwich. It's a sandwich, but we don't know what it is in Spanish.
The next few words that we're gonna discuss about was also thank you, copywriter Manuel, for correcting us in our poor Spanish.
Another thing corrected by my boyfriend. That
we add S's to everything in our vocabulary.
So I noticed something was up when my autocorrect would always. I have on my phone I have a Spanish keyboard and an English keyboard, so it would always mark the words as they were wrong, and I would try to like autocorrect, and I'm like, no, that's wrong too. And I was wrong.
Yeah.
So my boyfriend noticed that I add an unnecessary S to the end of a lot of words that I don't need to. So for example,
I just like discovered this.
So yeah, I told her, and like, what do you mean? Like my sister didn't know either. She's like, I thought no. So examples of these words, which there's hundreds of them that I say wrong. We say wrong.
Just a few, yeah. Like
abristes, perdistes is how we say it, but it's abriste, perdiste.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's wrong.
And
or it's caminastes, comistes is how we say it, but it's really caminaste, comiste. So there's no S.
So the next
little
segment.
Exciting.
So for those who can hear this slight little machine sound like
going on in the back,
we have this little light set up for a beautiful aesthetic for those watching us on YouTube. We're gonna put it to another speed. Okay, this has its issues, but always do that one.
Backspace.
So we're gonna play a little game.
Midnight Taboo.
It is like the normal version of Taboo, but
for midnight.
I mean, it's like the normal game of Taboo, but a different it's the Medianoche version, you know,
midnight,
it's for late night
fun.
Late night fun. So we have prepared 2 shot glasses for the losers.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes. So this is gonna be like how we do it. So we have like this. To those that are listening, go watch on YouTube so you can see what we're holding up. But we're holding like a little hourglass, and I think it's like for like a minute. Yeah, so we have a minute to see how many cards we can get through in a minute, and whoever has answered the most cards correct in that minute wins. Whoever did it, I'll take a shot.
Yep.
And I think it's gonna be a little hard. All right.
Okay.
Let's see
who goes first. Okay, I'll go first. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay. This one's hard. But also I just realized that we never explained Taboo for those who don't know Taboo. Okay, so let's explain. Okay, so Taboo has one word at the top and then a list of words, and you have to do like a kind of charades to the other person, but you can speak, but you can't say any of the words listed.
Which are like the easiest ways for someone to guess it.
For example, this card says douchebag. That was a word. And then the words that I can't say are jerk, carry, stupid, know-it-all, obnoxious.
You could have said what women use to clean themselves.
Men use it too.
Oh my god, they do use it.
But I don't even know how to explain that.
Like, you insert it. Introducir. Lo introducir. So to us, introducir was
oh yeah, there's another one we learned. Introduce.
Let's introduce. Te voy a introducir a mi pareja, a mi novio.
But apparently the correct term for introducir, for introduce is presentar. But introducir
means to insert.
Insert the douche.
So when you tell somebody, te voy a introducir a mi novio, it's I'm going to insert my boyfriend into you.
Okay, let's do
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Stella, sponsor us.
When you go to fix your teeth and you find a
Cavity.
yes. Go.
Okay. What's used to cover the top of something where you put food away?
Tupperware.
What do you call that?
Cover a plastic.
Another word for that. It begins with the letter L and ends with the letter D, and it's a three-letter. Yes.
Okay. So, so humans have. No, you're not gonna get it. It's flesh. Oh, when you go to a building and you go to the top floor and it's at the
penthouse.
Yes.
Something that what we were using earlier to put this up.
Glue gun.
No,
Sticky.
no.
Oh, times what was it?
Tool.
A tool. So wait, I got
one and
I got lid and you got.
I got penthouse.
And you got
cavity.
Bottom side.
Shot number 1. Why you gotta be so rude? I don't know. That's what came into my head. You know what I was thinking that was super groovy, and I'm glad that groovy music is coming back. Doja Cat's I can't say Doja Cat now without laughing. Love her. Ross.
I'm gonna
literally. It was Russell. Listen, Russell. I'm gonna. God bless her heart and soul.
Okay, the head of the animal we eat for so hard. Okay, the American holiday that we celebrate. You've celebrated it here at my house, and the tradition is to eat this
turkey.
What is their head is held by what? What is their head held
neck?
by? Yes. So what is it? A what? Neck. You just said the name of it.
Turkey neck?
Yes. I don't know, but go.
A plant. CBD. What's in CBD that gets you high?
THC.
No, what's in CBD? What do you call that?
Cannabis.
Yes, weed.
Okay, go.
Oh
no, wait, I was supposed to go. Oh, time's up. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my land. Okay, you said that we got this when we first recorded this, but it wasn't filming. You're like, wow, that gave me
the shits.
No, that gave me
a heart attack.
No, it's like down there and guys get it.
STDs. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's like a tease. When guys are teased, they get like they're not satisfied. Blue balls, Nelly. Blue balls. You literally just said this. You're like, oh my god, that gave me blue balls. Okay, you're taking a shot.
What guys do, like when they shave but not completely, they
trim.
Another word for that, like it's not landscape, it's
manscape.
Yes.
It's like it's a romantic type of film. What is it called?
Dramas.
No, it's a romantic type of film. But
romantic comedy.
What is it called? Short. What is it called?
Rom-com.
Yes.
Turned when something is there was a ride in Disney that's like it was based on a movie.
Twister.
Something. Okay. Yes.
Tornado.
No. It the first one.
Twister.
But it ends with a D. It ends with a D. Yes.
Twisted. I'm twisted.
Oh, it's done.
Looks like you're taking a shot. Bottom stop.
Look at this. Okay, yeah, you get scared that like when you're little, they're like under your bed and your parents tell you not to be scared.
Boogeyman.
No, like a more generic term, and there's
Zombie.
a movie named after it.
Monster.
Yes. Go, ask me.
Oh,
it's done. Bottom thumb. You guys aren't watching this, but this is like the third shot I think. To those listening, I'm not very good at this. When something is lucid,
flaccid.
Yes. Because
you were grabbing onto your.
Go.
It's this break that we get in school and everybody
summer break
likes to drink.
Spring break.
Yes.
Samuel Adams, I don't even know. It goes on a track, and we have it here, and like it goes on like 4th Avenue, and it stops.
A train?
Us. Yes. Go ask me.
We were talking about like old men that are very
promiscuous.
No, they're
I'm done.
What was it that we just said? The creepy GP. What is the creepy GP? We just said the creepy GP. Remember? It was the word was creepy. Let's both take the shot because
we failed.
Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa centro, pa dentro.
Pa dentro.
Fun fact, if you cheers without looking at each other in the eye, it's bad luck. So, thank you guys for watching episode 3.
This concludes our episode. We do want suggestions from you guys. Like we mentioned that we wanted to separate. Well, not separate, but kind of like create content for both our YouTube and our podcast. We want to be able to
cater to the different audiences we have on our podcast and our YouTube channels. So please subscribe for good vibes to either or. We are looking for suggestions for videos.
Yeah, like we love to cook, for example.
So that's like one idea that we have in the works. So we want to like do some
little cooking challenges.
We each have like different styles of cooking, so I feel like it would be fun content to show you guys.
She's a greenie girl.
Yes, I was vegan, so I cook a lot of veggies and things like that. I've been keto, vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian.
Yeah, no, she's been it all, and I just stick to like arroz frijoles, like carne, like baba.
So if you have any other suggestions of videos that we can do that will just live on YouTube, just fun content.
Yes,
we're thinking of like reviewing TikToks because we're kind of into that now.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, but we do want to review TikToks or tweets, like mean tweets, but like different categories that like there's like millions of things to talk about on Twitter. Yeah, we're excited. This kind of like does conclude our episode 3. We did want to tell you guys that our next episodes are gonna be very exciting and very
So we have a few lined up. For sure, Miami Music Week is one of them. We have something fun lined up for that. But apart from always being fun, you know, when there's something in our community that affects our fun and our entertainment, which is what this podcast is about, entertainment,
fun, just feel good vibes and like just things that overall like.
So we want to
make you happy. There's a lot of things happening in our community right now that maybe some of you might know, maybe some of you don't. But in the next couple of episodes in our podcast, aside from Miami Music Week and things that are coming up and the special project that we mentioned earlier that we had planned, there's a lot of things that are happening in our community that will directly affect us and like our like everyday entertainment. What like as simple as brunch, like it would be affected. So we like want to take that like as our platform. We are entertainment. We do focus on adventures. So there's like very important things that we're going to talk about in the next coming episodes in regards to that we do want you guys to be 100% involved in, because it's going to be good for us. It's going to be good for you. And I'm pretty sure we have to talk about.
And we just want everyone to be aware with
what's going on. Like a lot of times you just like read something or you disregard it, and then like when it affects you is when you go back and you're like, oh my god, I read about this like a year ago. And
I read that headline.
And you didn't bother. But there's a lot of things happening in our community right now that I definitely think that we should all be very involved in.
A full moon episode coming up that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yes, very excited.
Mercury is currently in retrograde, so we're hoping that finishes.
We are feeling it. Like you guys don't got it. Yeah. Hard. Yes. This has been a very long day for us. This has been
So with that being said, we're gonna conclude this on a note that we hope Mercury stops being in reggaeton.
Yeah, literally, like, bang,
Yeah.
bede.
So thank
But
you for tuning in.
yeah,
And
this
see you soon.
see you soon. Yeah, see you very soon. Bye, guys. Thank you for tuning in.